Okay, so I have to start the video here because my thing that normally holds my phone up there just broke. But I already recorded myself doing the makeup and everything. This is the finished look, and I wanted to do this quickly so that way I didn't take everyone's time who the like 2-3 views that I get per video. Right? So I have my little Boxycharm pamphlet here. They were given cards, now they're given pamphlets. The theme is Boxycharm Spellbound. This is the base box. It's $25 a month plus tax, which I don't know what that is, to be honest. Okay, so I can already tell you how I feel about 99% of these products, so it's awesome. This is the Ace Beauty Falling For You eyeshadow palette. I love it. Ace Beauty, I think that's how you say it. We've gotten like 4 or 5 of their eyeshadow palettes. I like them all. I think they're all, I mean, every single one that I've got has worked relatively well. I think like the first one was probably, the first one was probably the least one I like the least, but I can't even remember what that is now because it was years ago. But I really do like this. I think that their palette quality has only gone up. So, and this is $34.99, so it's $35, so it's already worth more than the palette, so it's already worth it. The next thing, which I did not try, and I'm not going to try until after I finish the other Glow Recipe thing that I have open, is the Glow Recipe Water Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops, which is $34. I'll let you know how I feel about it once I use it, but I haven't used it yet, so I can't tell you. This is the Tint Beauty Lash and Brow Duo, which is $29. So how do I feel about this? I feel like it is too dark for my eyebrows, but I like the gel part of it. Not my favorite, but I could see myself using it, especially around this time of year for Halloween. The lash part, it has one of those like silicone kind of rubbery brushes, which are not my jam. I like the regular old ones. The brush tip is shorter on this one than it was on the one we got last month, so that's good. It was good for lower lashes. It's okay because I wear false eyelashes. If you are someone who likes rubber tipped eye mascaras, you're probably gonna love it. I think it is okay. I will use it. It is not my favorite. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, or wait, that's 3, 4. This is the Jellies Beauty eyeliner. The actual eyeliner tip is super thick and it's super hard, but the very tip of it's pretty soft, and you can get a really straight line with it. However, oh, wrong side. I don't like this part. If you are someone who can't do your winged eyeliner, there's probably a better one out there. I wouldn't use this. I don't like it. I would just rather draw it on myself and fix it than use that. But I will use the eyeliner again. I'm sure I probably won't ever use the eyeliner tip again, but that is okay. Last thing is that Jellies one was $22. This is $20. It's the Julep Makeup Remover Towelettes. I never use makeup remover towelettes unless it's around Halloween time because I always have like a ton of stuff on my face. So for right now, this time of year, these are great. I will use them. I would not ever buy them ever myself though, especially for $20. And I'm just not a wipe person. Like when I get them in like Boxycharm or something, I use them because, I have them. You may as well. But like in general, I tend to just use a makeup remover and like a Q-tip or something like that, or even like a rag. Like I'll put it on a rag and then I'll just, I don't know why, less waste, I guess. But yeah, Okay, so I'm going to take you into the makeup look. Okay, so I'm going to take the shade Squash, which is just a light pink. Tear this little piece of plastic off. I can hear my kid making noise in the other room. All right, I'm gonna take the shade Squash like I was doing before my son needed me. And I'm just kind of building it up, and I'm using this big brush that I have to both build it up, but also to blur it out. This is not an eyeshadow brush. What is this? It's called the Illuminator. I don't know when I got it. It's probably from Boxycharm, I would imagine, or it's from a set. Been doing makeup for a long time, so either one is possible. I'm going to take the same palette. I'm going to take the shade Autumn, which is this brownish color in the corner, and I'm going to turn so you can see. I'm just gonna go like super deep in the socket. Normally I don't try to go that deep in the socket, but today we are. We're gonna be a little sloppy today because I don't know what I want to do yet. I got a lot of color here that I'm really excited about, and I don't know what I want to use first. It's just a clean brush, going right over everything, kind of keeping it a little closer to like my actual lid instead of blowing it out so far. I'm gonna take my little color switcher and I'm gonna go in it, and I'm gonna go for the shade Candy Corn, which is a super bright shade, which I knew I was gonna, like, literally my eye went to the shade Cherry Pie Cider and then this shade, and then the shade Persimmon, because they are all up my alley. But I was like, you know, we might as well just go for it, right? We got this awesome orange. It's October. The theme was spellbound. I totally feel spellbounded by this eyeshadow palette. I really do. I love it. It's super nice. And it's one of those eyeshadow palettes that just, I mean, builds so fast. Okay, my kid needed me again, so I just kept building it up until I come back for the next color, because I thought that was the fastest way, and it would save everyone a little time in the video, and nobody would be angry, although I get like 2 views a video, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to use the shade Pine Cone, and I'm just going to deepen this up. I don't know why I'm doing this. Honestly, I think I'm going to do a cut crease, but I just wanted to add like a little bit of darkness before I did anything, just so I could kind of make decisions on like what I want the next step to be. So I'm going to lay out like a decent amount, so that way I don't have to add too much when I go to blend it out. Just make sure I cover the area I want to cover. Then I'm going to go in with a clean brush, and I'm just going to blend and blend and blend. And I'm going to kind of go into my crease. I think earlier I said something about like not going deep into my crease. What I really meant was that I'm going to use this really dark brown and just pray that it works out. And I'm going to use this really dark color before I really lay any other color down. And then I was like, you know, I saw that shade Candy Corn, which is like, to me, it's like red. It's not orange. It looks red to me. I think it's a little bit of a reddish orange, but it's or orangey red, I meant to say. But it is definitely not orange. But I love it. I'm not bitching. I'm just saying. So I'm just going in because I think I'm going to cut my crease, and I'll come back for that when I do that. But I just want there to be like a tiny bit of like a definition, so when I cut my crease, like I don't have to go too close to the light part that I use to cover up all the red on my eyelid too closely with a dark shade and like muddy it up before I start. Because it's Halloween, so I'm not entirely convinced that like I'm just gonna stop. I might not. Okay, so I'm going to use something else I got in the box, which is the Julep Beauty cleansing wipes. I don't use makeup wipes. I grabbed two out very often. When I get them in like a box or something, I will use them, but like I really am not a gigantic fan because I don't know, I'm just not. I never really have been. I'm gonna just take a tiny bit of it off my lid because I'm going to put my paint pot back on my lid. So it just kind of gives my paint pot a little less to have to cover up. Although I ruined something that I have to go back and fix now. 'Cause the name of the game here on this channel is to mess up and then have to fix it. I'm going to go with a smaller brush, and I'm going to put it exactly where I want it. This is not a pretty angle. Okay, crease is cut. I'm going to go back in with the brown and pat. Pat and drag. Get some new color. I can hear my kid and my grandpa. Just gonna kind of go a little bit farther over because I'm gonna cover it. Okay, so I'm adding the shade Cherry Pie with my finger on top of everything. because, I mean, honestly, it's Halloween. How could I not do something vampy and red, right? Okay. See where we're at. Wipe my finger off with my wipe. And go back in. Sorry, that was counterproductive. That did not help you see anything that I'm doing here. Alright, just to make sure that it's cleaned up before I do anything else. Okay, I'm going to take one more shade. I'm going to take the shade Cider and I'm going to wet my brush with this stuff, which I use every time I need like my face to be wet or I need my brush to be wet. I'm going to take the shade Cider. Shade Cider. Reminds me of this other color that they had in a different palette. And I still have that shade. It's actually in my to-go palette. It's super flaky though, which could be totally my fault for getting the brush too wet. I feel like it needs to be like a little more in the center. You can hear my dad or my grandpa and my kid. I called him my dad. He's my grandpa. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try the Jellies Beauty pen. And then I'm going to cut out, do the rest of my face because I don't have anything else from this box. And I'll come back when I do the brows and lashes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to fix this side. Not the best eyeliner. Not my favorite, not great. Okay, I'm gonna fix this and then I'll be back. Fixed my eyeliner. I used the eyeliner to fix my eyeliner without using the stamp part. Now I'm going to do my brows. This is in the shade Brown and it is from Tint and it's super tiny and little, and I'm gonna start on this side of my eyebrow, on the outer edge. Someone just came in. Ooh. Okay, so I'm not being heavy-handed. And this is also like too dark. But it is what it is. It's my son going in and out the house. I can hear him. Okay, and I'm gonna use the lash bit. Again, they are sending me a mascara with this like rubber tip, but it's shorter than the other one, so last month that we got was terrible. I don't even remember what it was called. I still have it and it's put away somewhere. It will probably get thrown away though. I did not like it. I also am not like the most gigantic biggest fan of this one, but it's a shorter guy, so it's not as bad. I'm gonna pop my eyelashes on. I'm going to finish the bottom lash line with the shade Candy Corn, and I'm going to be back after that, because after that I tried all the things I could try today. Okay, last thing, I fibbed. I'm going to take the shade Apple, which is this like pink in the corner here, and I'm going to take a itty bitty tiny little brush, and I'm going to just pop this right on the inner corner. Get a nice little bit in there. I'm just gonna pop it on the inner corner. And then, take a little bit of it, because why not? And just kind of pop it on as a highlight, because I usually use the Tarte's like Glow Wand or something to the equivalent of that, but I did not today because I wanted the makeup to stand on its own. So, here it is. Oh, final look. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Thank you to the 7 or 6 of you that watch, and happy Halloween.